Hello everyone. So in this episode of AULA Internacional Plus 1.1, as we were dealing with our unit number 2, and today we will talk about we were doing the conjugation of different verbs like hablar, comprender, escribir. Now today we will talk about another very important verb and which we use for expresar intenciones y planes. Okay. So intenciones y planes. So for that we have the verb querer. Querer means now querer. Okay, yeah. So querer it actually means to want, to love something. Okay, and this is an irregular verb. Okay, which we actually called as EI verb. Okay, EI verb, like it's just the verb that changes the stem into EI. Uh, sorry, IE. Okay, let's see the conjugation. Quiero, quiero, quieres, quiere. Now you can see the the E here. Okay, E is changed to IE. Quiero, quieres, quiere, queremos, queréis, quieren. Quiero, quieres, quiere, queremos, queréis, quieren. Okay. So this means to want. Now, in order to express your intention, your plans, okay, you're going to use this verb. For example, if you want to say I want a coffee. Now, coffee is called as a un café. Un café. So quiero un café. Quiero un café. I want a coffee. The verb is used mostly with other infinitive verbs. Which means the querer verb will be conjugated and the infinitive verb will remain as it is. For example, if I say ir al cine, which means to go to cinema. So if I say I want to go to cinema. Quiero ir al cine. So only you have to conjugate querer verb and rest of the verb is going to remain as it is. Okay. See in your textbook. Let's come here. Let's join this section. Come to page number 30. Okay. 30 and this one. 34. Okay. So here we have the verb querer. So you can conjugate this verb here. Quiero, quieres, quiere, queremos, queréis, quieren. Okay, this is the conjugation of the verb. Now, quiero, quieres, quiere. With this verb, we always use the infinitive form of the verb. For example, yo quiero tener amigos de habla hispana, which means yo quiero tener, tener is to have. I want to have amigos, friends, de habla hispana, of Spanish speaking. See, I'm writing the literal one. It means I want to have the friends who speak Spanish. Okay. Now, mi compañero Juan quiere vivir en Perú. Compañero. El compañero is a companion. You can call it a friend as well, partner as well. So, vivir. Vivir in Perú. Compañero. Compañero is partner, male partner. So where does he want to vivir? Vivir en Perú. So mi compañero Juan or John, you can also say John, quiere vivir en Perú. He wants to live in Perú. Ani y yo queremos estudiar en una universidad latinoamericana y pasar las vacaciones en Cuba. So it means Annie and I, we want study in una universidad, in an university latinoamericana, Latin American University, y pasar las vacaciones en Cuba. Pasar. Pasar means to pass or to spend something, okay? Is to pass. It is in the sense of time. And la vacaciones. Vacación. Sorry, this is always plural. Vacaciones, holidays. In Cuba. Katrina y Mikhail quieren, you can just retain the, quieren pasar las vacaciones en España y aprender otros idiomas, ¿ok? Y otra means other. They want to learn other languages. Okay, so these are the things these people want to do in future. Okay, see this. So these are the situations are given. Aprender otros idiomas. So you can say quiero aprender otros idiomas. Then let us say quieres vivir en un país hispano hablante. Hispanohablante. Queremos amigos de habla hispana. Okay? Trabajar en un país de habla hispana. Okay. So, quiero trabajar en un país de habla hispana. Pasar las vacaciones en un país hispanohablante. Ok. Quieren pasar las vacaciones en un país hispanohablante. Estudiar en una universidad hispanoamericana. Quiero, or let's say quiere. Quiere estudiar en una universidad hispanoamericana. Quiere estudiar en una universidad hispanoamericana. Okay, so now this one you can fill as per your your friends. You can name your friends and everyone. Okay, so these are few sentences which we have now. After querer, you can simply notice that we are putting the infinitive verb. Okay, let's do a few more exercises. Now these este fin de semana, which means wait. I have to check if there are some exercises in the back side. Let us finish them first. Okay. Yeah. Por para is there. Okay. Then yes, now we can do this exercise. This is given on page number 151. And now we can do this exercise number 13. Okay. 14 you can also do. Yeah. Completa las frases con el artículo más apropiado en cada caso. So, ¿quieres ir al restaurante esta noche? So, I want to go to a restaurant esta noche. What is the meaning of noche? Noche, la noche is night. So, a restaurant is considered in Spanish as masculine. Okay, we can say in a restaurant, and so the article we can fill here is un. Ir a un restaurante esta noche. Sí, yes, el restaurante indio de mi calle está muy bien. Okay. Calle. Calle is the street. La calle. So an Indian indio, that restaurant, indio is Indian. So an Indian restaurant, de mi calle está muy bien. It is very well. It's very good. Yeah. Este fin de semana. Fin de semana is called as weekend. Il fin de semana, the end of week. So este means this is okay, or this is fin de semana. Quiero this, sorry, not this is this. This weekend, quiero, I want ir una exposición. Exposición. It is an exhibition. Exposición is exposition, exhibition, exhibition. La exposición de Picasso en el Museo de Arte Nacional es muy interesante. It is very interesting. Muy means very. Muy. It's very interesting. Quiero ver película. Película, it means, I think there would be no article, I guess. Quiero ver película española divertida. So we have divertido. Divertido means funny. Divertido. Divertida is funny. Funny, something is enjoyable, amusable, enjoyable. La última película de Alex de la Iglesia es muy divertida. So the last film of Alex, whatever the name is, of Iglesia es muy divertida. Okay. Elsa toca. Okay, the verb here is tocar. Tocar is to play. And you play tocar, you play a piano, el piano. El piano is your piano. Y también is also. Toca la also la guitarra is your guitar. Y violín, el violín. Violin is violin. Violín. So, y también toca la guitarra y el violín. Tocar is to play a certain instrument. Tocar is also to touch, but for the time being, we will go for to play an instrument. We'll cover all of them in detail, obviously. Now, back to the chapter on page number 36. Now, these are actividades de Ocio y de la clase de lengua. Okay. Here, for us, the word Ocio is important. El Ocio. I didn't say Ocio, but Ocio is also fine, leisure. So let us cover these two. Okay, we will obviously go one by one and cover all these phrases. After each and every chapter, such kind of phrases are there. So you have to ultimately learn them. Yeah. So here we have ir a, okay, which means to go to. Where un concierto, concert. Un museo, museum. Una exposición. Exhibition. La playa is your beach. El cine, cinema. El teatro, theater. And here a plus el, it will become al. For example, quiero ir al cine. Queremos ir al teatro. Quiere ir al cine. Queremos ir al teatro. Now, if you want to do ir de, when we will use ir de, compras. Compras, which means ir de compras. It means to go for shopping, to go shopping. Then we have ir de excursión. Excursión, it is an excursion, so excursión, which means a trip, to go on a trip. So queremos ir de compras. Quiero ir de excursión. I want to go on a trip and I want to go for shopping. Clear? Okay. There are other combinations, obviously, but not in this episode. Salir we will cover. Then hacer is there. Hacer verb, obviously, we have to cover again. Ver, escuchar, leer, escribir, hablar con, visitar, practicar, jugar, aprender. All these verbs and their idiomatic combinations we will cover gradually in the coming sessions. Okay? So if you had, I have to end it here only. And if you had enjoyed the session, please do care to hit the like button. And this is absolutely free of cost initiative. So care to share with your friends who wants to learn French language free of cost. So let us see each other in the next episode. Till then, hasta luego.